Hey YouTube, welcome to Dirt Poor TV. This is Chad. I have some Husky liners here that I just received in the mail for my wife's 2018 F-150. We're going to do an unboxing and install video here. It's going to be short. I know this is not my normal videos, but we are going to get into a few other things besides the side-by-sides. We have ATVs, trucks, trailers. There's going to be all kinds of content coming from us, but here we go. Let's get started. So these Husky liners are for a Ford. Let's see if it says anywhere on here what they are. Right here's the model number, 2015 to 18 Ford F-150 with factory fender flares, no drilling required. Includes front and rear. That says right hand front. Left hand front. That one's open. Right hand rear. There's a hardware kit in that one. Looks to be some clips, maybe a couple bolts. So this should be the left hand rear, and it is, with some hardware. Okay, so there's two sets of hardware. Of course, we have front and rear. Mudguard installations with fender flares. That is the rear instructions. So all this hardware goes with the rear. Body protecting film for the rear. And these are the instructions for the front. All this hardware here goes for the front, and body protection for the front also. Okay, let's go out there and get these slapped on. Okay guys, first off we're going to clean this wheel well off because we have to put the protective film on there. Then I'm going to use some alcohol. This is 70% isopropylene rubbing alcohol, just to get any wax off of the area where we have to put the protective film. Okay, now that the alcohol is dried, I'll wipe the surface down one more time, just with a nice clean microfiber cloth. Here's the film. It's kind of a pain to put on, even getting it started. Even trying to look at the piece, you know, where it's cut, it's hard to even tell. So, I'm going to wet it. make sure I keep the surface wet. These are not cut very well, and you can barely see where they're cut. And being that they're clear, this is so hard to tell where it even goes. But you need to put the fender up there to mark it, which I did, but I found it so much easier to start from the bottom. There's something underneath it that I'm going to get out. Okay, now we're going to wipe it out with the microfiber cloth to try to get all the air bubbles out. And since it's cold here, where I'm working, actually I'm outside as you can see, I'm going to use the heat gun to speed up this process. That looks pretty good. Gonna give it one more wipe. Get out any air bubbles that we have in there. Okay, I'm going to let that set for a little bit. I'm going to go prep the back one so we won't have to show it again. Okay guys, the back one is prepped. We're going to install the Husky left front mudguard on. So if you check it, it goes right in here. My tape covers. Why they don't give you tape for the inside, I have no idea. It's going to scratch the inside just like the out. But I'm going to end up heating this piece of the trim and also heating the mud flap so we can get a nice bond here. Because like I said before, it is cold out here. I start from the bottom because you have this little notch here. It fits really good right into this position of the guard. So with that in place and it up tight. Firm press. Now for the danger part of the game is putting these clips on. They're not easy. So there is an indentation to where each clip goes. They give you 3 clips. They show you putting a clip on the bottom, but there is not an indentation on the bottom. So I just get it as close as I can to this plastic piece that's on the fender flare. See if I can get this one on first try. And not going to happen, so we are going to have to pry it out. Okay, I got that one to go on. I just pried right here with the screwdriver. And the next thing I do is take a larger screwdriver and I'm able to push it on from the back. And I will hold out here to give it some resistance. That one's on. Next. Pried it, same thing. Pried that out. We're going to tap it in there with the larger screwdriver. That one didn't want to go as easy. So I'm going to try these channel locks. Let's see if I can get it to. There, I've got it all the way on. One more death clip to go. See, they have, I told you they were death clips. They got me. They're so sharp. Okay, we've got it started. Back to the screwdriver. A couple taps. Really close. Try the channel locks in a rag again. guys, she's on there pretty good. They are called no drill, but there are holes here to drill them out. But this hole on the bottom does not line up with the factory hole. I'm going to leave it for now, but what I might do is drill it out and use a small self tapper, a short stubby one, to hold it in place. So I did drill it out. I'm going to run this screw in there. There you go. So I did put one screw in there. They actually say you can put 3. I do not want to drill 3 in here. This seems like it's holding pretty good. I don't know. We'll see with the snow. Winter's coming. I literally went over to the bench and had to cut this curve in there or it wouldn't lay flat. I didn't have problems with any other ones having to cut them, but I did have problems getting them off the backing, and their perforation was not perforated well enough to get the pieces off the film. So this one's pretty much in place. We're going to check it with the mud flap. It's plenty high enough, plenty long. Finally, everything's come together. While that's drying, there's a few things we have to do. We have to get out this Christmas tree here. Yeah, they can be a pain. But we got her. And then there's a 10mm bolt down here. Okay, the new hardware that'll be going on this side, whoops, is this clip. We're going to put it behind where that Christmas tree went, because there's going to be a bolt that goes through there now. And then they supply you with a new bolt for the bottom and 2 clips go on there. So let's get this installed. And what I like to do to line this up, I'm going to get the screw that goes into this started, holds on to the fender. Okay, now I'm going to just line her up. Squeeze her down. Make sure you got good pressure on the point where the tape is. And then they supply you with a new screw for the bottom. Snug that up. Hold in. Get this one snugged. Looks pretty good. Clips. There we go. Finally done. The rears aren't bad. The fronts are a pain. I'd give the installation on this 1. The rear is done. Front is done. The rears are easier than the front. I'm going to give this product a 2.5 stars. Just because the mud flaps are good. It's the installation is terrible. The instructions pretty much just show you putting it on, but then of course they want you to bolt it on. They make it an option. I believe where I live, with the snow and the ice, if I did not have the 2 bolts here, the 1 bolt that I added in the front, they would just fall off. So overall, I like the looks of them. I think they're going to work fine. It's just this installation was a pain.